Hello, true art believers, and welcome to today's live art streaming. I hope you're having a wonderful day. This is Pierson here. I am the number one live art streamer in the world, and today is day. Let's reverse that. Today is day 363 of 400 days of drawing, and we're going to be doing some gesture drawing. And it's going to be short and sweet, about 10 gesture drawings at 2 minutes a pop, just very quick. And I just want to keep it short, and I just want to have a short day today, because I got some plans that are going to be. I got some ideas for the future of these live streams as far as regarding the format, and I want to kind of maybe talk about them a little bit and see how I process them. Because when you talk about things, you're able to understand them a little bit more fully. Anyways, let's begin today's stream. Alrighty, so before I begin, I'm going to find the brush settings that I have. I got to find them right here, and we're going to be using some sketching brushes as soon as there's no glitch, and we're going to see how this looks. Oh, my brush! I forgot. I totally forgot. 1 second. Just give me a second here. Oh my goodness! I disconnected my my drawing tablet. I disconnected every time. I probably shouldn't do that, but I disconnected a lot of all the time because it gets in the way. So I disconnected it, and the cable fell in the back of my desk here. All right, so let's get working here. Let's get started. We're running like 2 minutes behind schedule, or we're running behind schedule. All right, let's see here. Move this out of the way, and we're gonna go to 2 minutes and begin. So there we go. Here we go. We're just gonna do a gesture, a 2-minute figure drawing right here, and we're going to see what happens. I have been in like an existential, like not an existential, but like a drawing funk lately, and an art funk. I think the reason why is because I, well, I became a dad, and once you become a parent, man, the whole like idea, the notion of being like hyper productive, and also being a present parent is it's either one or the other, and I chose the latter. So I kind of stopped making very important drawings, or stopped seeking like accolades in the art world, and it just sucks. It just like it's like a it's not in a bad way. It's just because it's not sucks like, oh, it's terrible. I'm done. I'm saying like I just wish I had access to the resource that I need, which is time, and undisturbed time, really, because even though I'm making time right now to do these things, it's at the sacrifice of other things. So like yeah, it's at the sacrifice of other things. Really, that's all that really matters. That's really where what it boils down to is that is I'm sacrificing uh, family time to do this, when I have access to being present with my family. And it is what it is. It's just one of those things you have to kind of deal with. It feels bad, like it feels a little bit selfish. I do have to admit at times it feels selfish. Um, but I've done a lot of work today that is it's going to set me up for some good things. And I think I don't know. Uh, it's weird. You're in a weird position you're just you're when you're in a parent, you're in a weird position. Like you're stuck in being in this mode of being selfless and selfish. So like there's never you can't really it's almost like if you do anything that is not like forwarding your kid um it like not like anything that isn't that isn't for the kid that's your kid, right? It feels like you're being selfish. um it really does. So like if you do like if it okay if you do anything that is for you, really, it's selfish, I guess. I don't know, or it comes off as it feels like it's selfish, and that's not the point. um I I didn't maybe it's just like the need that you feel like if you're doing something that makes you feel good, like you enjoy, and it doesn't like benefit the family directly, it feels like it's selfish. So like this art stuff that I'm doing doesn't benefit my family directly. I tried it. I'm not gonna lie. I tried. Maybe I didn't try hard enough. Maybe that's the case. Uh, it's not like I didn't lose sleep over it. It's not like I didn't make artwork and lose actual body weight over trying to get into art shows. I lost weight. Like I used to be a pretty big dude. Not like like tall, but like big because I would power lift and weight lift. So I was a big dude. And I stopped. I stopped, went cold turkey, and I lost everything, you know. Lost my gains, whatever that means. Um, and I sacrificed my weight, my sleep for art shows, and I didn't sell anything. What's the point in that? Like, what is the point in doing that? It wasn't fun. Like, I, I'd be in these art shows and I get like a good pat on the back, and I'm like, this art is awesome. Um, you're amazing, blah blah blah, and then the show ends and you pack up your bags, and guess what? Crickets. Nothing happens. Nothing, like, you didn't sell any work. It didn't like open up new windows or new areas in my career, my quote unquote art career. I didn't like it wasn't like, oh, so and so who knows so and so wants to do a commission, and I don't hear stories from all these other artists who would say that these shows that they go to, they'd always end up with a new commission. And I'm like, what? And I would never end up with any of them. And I don't know, was it just me or whatever, but I would never end up with any like commissions. And I'm not like salty about it, you know it's just, it is what it is, I guess. But I'm gonna keep on doing this stuff till I'm until I'm no longer here. And other artists I know for a fact will quit, because the attrition rate is so high. Like, I know of friends who are used to be great artists and no longer are. So because they have to be in they have to feel like it, they have to feel like they're in the moment to do whatever it is that they're doing, and so forth, and what a yada yada yada. And they're not doing it. They're just they tried, or they didn't, maybe they didn't try hard enough, I don't know. um and they're not making any artwork, or I even know professors, teachers who teach art, and who don't even make make art themselves, and yet they're teaching art, you know? They don't do it any type of artwork outside except for like for pure demo purposes, you know? And so that to me is like, hey, you're faking it, man. You're a liar, you know? And there's a lot of them like that. And there's that little like phrase that you heard, those who do, and those who don't can't do, teach or something. And stuff like that. But I was just I don't know, maybe I'm burnt out, maybe I am salty. I don't know. I don't know. But like I did the whole art thing and it just I'm still doing the art thing, but I'm not going to play by the rules anymore. I am not playing by those art shows. I'm not gonna like if here's what will happen. If if I have massive availability of time and I have managed to create my own body of work, like 50 pieces plus prior to a show, that's when I'll do an art show. Meaning that I've already done like the the work. I don't have to make any more work. I don't even have to frame it. I just kind of like take it to the gallery and drop it off. But I'm not going to do proposals for art shows and try to get into them. I used to do them, not fun. Um, it's not fun. It's also kind of like it feels like you have to be in the right type of like click, you know, like this art click that you got to be in. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna play this art click game that you guys are doing. I'm not gonna do it, and I'm just gonna keep making art, and I'm gonna get better and better, and then maybe something might happen. Maybe something might happen. I don't know, but right now I am at the point where I'm not going to be dependent on artwork. So, anyways, that's like a long projected explanation to what I intend for my live art streams. Um, and I am going back to basics. And I kind of wrote it down actually. I wrote it down. I'm going to go back to basics using the fundamentals of drawing, man. I'm going to be studying form. So I'm going to be taking objects and I'm going to be studying form. I'm going to study the form of that object and I'm going to study perspective. I'm going to go into drawing anatomy. And what am I doing? Oh, anatomy, composition, and value and lighting. That's the value and lighting I'm looking forward to doing because then I can like do these longer studies. Um, my only issue that I have with this strategy is because I do these live streams that are only like 30 minutes a pop. I'm worried that I might have to figure out a way to do a live stream that is like an hour or more, an hour or so. So I had to figure out I had to figure out where I can get like an actual hour every day, you know, and perhaps I might have to do some finagling with time. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I don't have all the answers, but I'm really excited at it about the notion. The reason why I'm excited about it is it gets me a heading because I was just kind of like doing random things with these live streams, and I think the most stable ones I had was when I was doing like something the same thing every day with like so I did still lives my first 100 days, and then I did like these I did what would you call it? Still life's first 100 days, and then I did what was it the next day? The next 100 days was cactus drawings, and then I kind of like just did random things for a while, and then I kind of came up to some sort of like some I came up with some, like, what would you call it? Um, Structure, although it's still out there, like the figure drawing and Pokemon drawing type thing, and then every Sunday this one's kind of sucky. This figure here, I don't know how to do it at the moment. Um, the 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 oh no, that eraser's too small. The structure was kind of wonky. I had figure drawing, I had Pokemon, I had clouds, I was just everywhere with it. I didn't really have any like heading. And the reason why is because I wasn't sure how much time I'd be able to invest on these live streams. Like my original intention was only to do 30 minutes, and I would love to do more. And maybe I think I might be able to do more, but it would have to be at this it had to be at the sacrifice of doing it at night or something. I'd have to do it um at night, or I don't know. It'd have to be at night. That's what I'm thinking. The uh the initial idea is it's going to have to be done at night, um in order to get that time frame, and in order to get like the studies that I want done. And and I don't know. I just have to process this. So I'd probably have to be done at night to get an hour in on all fronts. I think an hour would be just enough time to kind of do some study, some like warm ups like today, and so I'd like to do some studies, warm up studies like this, maybe 10-20 minutes, and then I could do some of the actual study, practice the fundamentals of drawing, you know. And I think that's where I need to go at. I've started. I'm trying to turn a new leaf here and find something. And I got some crazy idea. I want to do something really crazy. I want to give away like almost all my art. I have a ton of art just kind of hanging out, and I want to give it away. I don't need it. Um, I would like to give it away. I'd have to figure out how. I'd have to have enough money to be able to ship all of it, and that's what my main issue is. Like, the shipping is expensive. And if I want to give away my art, like, everyone's like, if you're thinking to yourself, why would you give away your art? Like, well, you know what? If business is a service industry, and if I service someone by giving them my artwork, even though they didn't pay for it, maybe there might be some universal reciprocation. So maybe like something might occur from that, right? Like, so you know how like Mr. Beast, he's like a I think he's like a billionaire or something. I don't know. But he, like, half of his money goes to like doing kind of charitable things, right? And that's probably like half the appeal. That's why a lot of people watch what he does, is because he gives away a lot of his money. He gives away a lot of his earnings, and he makes a lot of money in return, right? A lot of those art, like those like, those popular artists on YouTube, they do like a lot of art giveaways, and everyone calls that, like, says it's like a cheap thing. Oh, you're selling out if you're giving away your artwork, blah blah blah. I'm like, you know what? At this point, man, when you have so much artwork, just give it away. What are you gonna do? I'm thinking to myself, it's not even worth it. uh like, because I have so much. I make artwork every day. If I was doing a live stream where I was doing traditional artwork, where I was drawing on pieces of paper, I would have 400, like 363 drawings, 300 sheets of paper, you know, that would like acquire. I actually did that. I have 100 like sheets of paper, just taking up space in this house. um and it's not worth it. Like, I actually gave away one of them. I did like a art giveaway with it. And so what I think I might do is I might start doing that, is doing it just a whole nother art giveaway, and just giving away my artwork. Because it's not doing me any good kind of hanging out here. And I know people are like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Well, you know what? When you make so much artwork, man, right? When you make so much, stuff, I don't know why I would do it. I don't have a good answer for you. I just feel that I need to get to unload my art in some form or another, you know, and I need to do it soon because I think people would love to have some of my artwork because I actually have some good pieces. Don't let these gesture drawings and these 2 minute drawings fool you. I actually have some pretty sweet artwork that I've done in the past. I just don't do it anymore because I just don't. For one, if I do it, then it just kind of stays in the house and it just takes up space. I don't have the privilege of storing stuff. So I think what I'm doing is I'm gonna just start giving it away, and maybe every Sunday I set up a little art giveaway page, and I just go to town. You know, maybe every Sunday I set up one and do a do a live stream or do a little post, um, having it, and all you have to do is kind of like sign up for my newsletter. Don't worry, I've done this before. I think people don't want to enter the competition because they like, oh, you're going to sign up for the newsletter and you're going to be spammed by with emails. Like, man, dude, I don't even have time to do that. This is a bad drawing, by the way. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have time to send out emails. I send out. I haven't sent an email out in like months, and even if I did, it's mainly when I did do them, when I did send out emails, I gave out coupons for my website. Um, Spoiler alert: nothing sold every time I did that, and I don't care. I don't care. Like I'm not trying to sell you anything. I really am not. I'm not even trying to guilt you. So whenever you hear me say that, like, oh, nothing sold, I don't even care. That's the fun part. Like you have other artists that are like really upset that nothing sells. And you know what? I've been I've been kind of like doomed and blessed at the same time. Like I've been blessed to be in all be in art shows where other artists are selling and my work is equal to or better than theirs. Not I don't know better than theirs, but like equal to their the skill that they're presenting. And and I've been blessed in that sense because now I don't have to work. I like there's no pressure for me to sell anymore. Like I don't have to sell anything. My livelihood and my creativity is not dictated by other people's preferences. And that's what other artists, the troubles that other artists have is other artists can only do the stuff that they know will sell. They do the same thing over and over again. They Nothing changes. A lot of these artists that are selling their work can only do the same things over and over again. The very rarely can they like just like, you know what I want to do? I want to do performance art, or I want to learn sculpture. And there's very few artists out there that can pivot like that. Or maybe I'm just maybe I am a maybe I am the naive one. Maybe that might be my case where like maybe I'm thinking that people don't understand that people change or that you can pivot. Maybe you can pivot more often. And what I mean by pivot is that you can change what kind of work you do, right? And maybe that's true. I don't know. But I really think that if you're like when you're an artist, you have to kind of make a name for yourself as as a certain genre and or as doing a certain thing. And once you get to that point and you try to do something differently, it's kind of a little harder for the consumer to buy a different thing. So like if you start doing if you start doing like put it this way, Picasso was a master draftsman. He could draw and paint the figure like excellent professionally at age 14. But we don't know him for that. We know him for his abstraction, his cubism. Anyways, that's it for the day. I'm gonna put TP22 day 363. And I am going to be doing a whole new structure next week. I'm going to start out with form, perspective. We're going to do form, perspective, anatomy, composition, value, and lighting coming up next week. And I'm going to be hitting that. And I think it might be at the inclusion of, and now like I think the format will be at the inclusion of having a longer live art stream. So we're talking about an hour as opposed to 30 minutes. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It might have to be at night, after work and after my workout, which means it's going to be very tight. I'm going to be a little cranky and tired. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's live art stream. This is Pierson. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I am going to give away my artwork. I got to do it. Get it all out. Let's get it out of this house. Get it out. Get out of here. Kick it. Boom. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day. Cheers. Let me find this little button here that I have to hit. Bam.